All right, we're back. Ready for a great 13U contest as we kick off the Inner City Classic 2023. Our first game in the books, 215 Extreme 12U against the Stonecrest Spartans 12U. Stonecrest 36 to nothing. Offensive explosion we've been waiting to see out of them. One of the most talented offenses in the country. MVP Quineskia, Q Smith, good game. Julian Russell, almost could have been Leland Wood. They had a great game. Jonte Garner, everybody on that team played great football tonight. Quarterback Latavius Booker, Leland Walker had a great game as well. All right, now ready to start off. 215 Extreme 13U, big win recently over the Maryland Heat, the Mob. Big comeback win over them. Also have a win on their jacket over the Staten Island Hurricanes. The Show lost to Brick City. Not really considered a loss. Game was stopped. Second quarter, down 20-0. They will get that game in early next month in September. 215 four-time national champions. They play in the AYF. Coming out throwing the ball early. Good coverage. Great ball skills. And it's picked off. Wow. Number 3 for the Rare Raiders. Nehemiah Costin. Great ball skills. Wow. First play of the game, Rare Raiders picked the ball off. Great throw, but even better defense. All right. Good defense, 215. My apologies. That interception was number 3, Christopher Hart for the Rare Raiders. Number 2, Casey Barner for the Rare Raiders. Very tough. Rare Raiders in shotgun. Barner. Oh, off the fingertips of his receiver. All right. 215 Extreme head coaches Shane and Sean Sally out of the AYF Big East. Their first trip down here to play for you in the UTN. Oh, there he goes. Barner is a beast. Wow. If you don't tackle him, thank you, Coach. Got us some rosters for tomorrow. Lithia Springs Lions. Trying to tell you, Stevenson Jaguars will be a big game tomorrow. But Casey Barner is a difference maker. Number 2, easily one of the best athletes in the country. 13U quarterback position, athletes, dual threats. Barner and Michael Lewis Jr. for St. Louis Elite. Shout out to my buddy Michael Lewis Jr., dad Mike Lou. Tough. Good hand up the middle. Great defense by 215. Very stout in the middle. Second down and 10, 11 for the Raiders. Loss of 1 on the carry. Trips to the top of the screen. Oh, over Barner's head. He picks it up. He's cutting back. You may see a Marcus Allen type run. He could have went the whole way to the outside, but you see the speed of Barner. I know I'm a little older. Some of y'all may not remember Marcus Allen, one of the best running backs ever to play the game. Had an affinity for running backwards and making the impossible play possible. Thought we would get one of those out of Barner. Timeout, and we will be right back. All right, and we're back. 5 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in our first. Another bad snap. Rare Raiders shooting herself in the foot right now. .215 extreme. Fourth and what seems like forever. 4th and 34. Wow! Over the head. Nicely designed play. I think that was number 0. That's my buddy, Dimitri Griffin. This is kind of another full circle moment. Dimitri Griffin has been running around with us since 2016. We've had Dimitri since he played 6U. He's 13U now. That tell you how long we've been running around in Georgia with Georgia Tykes and UTN, et cetera. It's beautiful to see the kids mature and grow in this beautiful game of football. Tomorrow we'll actually see some kids that we followed from youth football the whole way up to high school now. So definitely evidence that we are doing the right thing out here, trying to provide a great platform for the youth. All right. Pickup of maybe 2 on the carry. 215 extreme numbers a little bit different at the 13U than 12. With number 35, Kasim Hall on the carry. Great field position for 215. The 46-yard line of the Rare Raiders. Shotgun. Good handoff. Uh-oh. Can he get to the edge? Nice tackle on the play. Pickup of maybe 9. Holding on the offense from the spot foul. Did it bring you back? The spot foul to be 2nd and 11. Upcoming. 2nd and 12. Shout out again to the 215 faithful. Out here heavy, made a nice trip out here at the organization. Spent some time in Atlanta, get some preseason work in before the start of their AYF Big East season. Again, it's our pleasure to host them down here in Atlanta. Inner City Classic, United Tykes Network. As always, we try to be great hosts to our out-of-town teams. Over the head of the receiver. Bring up 3rd and 12. I know some of you may have been thinking that it would have been a real deal Dream Chasers 215 game, which had been on the schedule for 6 months. Monday sometime, the Dream Chasers said they could not play on Friday night. Very thankful that the Rare Raiders were up to the challenge. They had not had a lot of time to prepare for this game. 4 days, and they said, we'll take it. Love to play a great team from out of town. 215, definitely one of the top 5 teams from up in the Northeast region. Twins to the top, split down to the bottom. Great time for the quarterback. Overthrown, almost picked off. Bring up 4th and 12. 2 minutes and 37 seconds remaining in our first quarter. All right. Fourth and 12 upcoming for the extreme. Nice throw. Receiver had plenty of room. Good coverage by number 3. Christopher Hart on the coverage. Turnover on downs. .215 has good size up front. I'm a little bit surprised they may actually be bigger than Rare Raiders. Quarterback King Shane Sally. Shane King Sally, should I say. Some nice looking balls. He did have a tip ball picked off. Barner trying to do it all up the middle. 215, very stout in the middle. Rare Raiders seem to be having problems with the D tackles up there. 1 minute and 18 seconds remaining in our first quarter. Second and 12. Rare Raiders having trouble getting started. Handoff up the middle. Nothing. D tackles. I want to say that's 29. Rashawn Burnett. .22 seconds remaining. This should be the last play of our first quarter. Score knotted at 0-0. Barner drop back, blitz on. He's out of there. Look at the speed and the dynamic running ability. Way to finish the run. Whew. Way to end our first quarter. 0-0. Rare Raiders on the move when we come back. Back for the start of our second quarter. It's the 1-2 punch for the Rare Raiders so far. That's number 3, Christopher Hart. It's been Casey Barner and Christopher Hart moving the chains. Rare Raiders in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 13. Read option. Barner tries to make it to the edge. I'm impressed with the contain of 215 so far. Not let Barner really get too much going, but you can see the explosiveness. Michael Vick-like capabilities with his legs. I really like Casey Barner. Real good football player. Glad he stayed with the Raiders. Didn't defect to other teams and stuff like that under the pressure, and they've built a solid 13U. Two-by-two set for the Raiders. Oh, Barner jet sweep. Ball on the ground, picked up by 215, and you can kiss the baby. You will not catch him Drastic change of events. 2-1-5 for the score. Wow. Drastic change of events. Looked like Raiders were going to go in for the score. Extreme had other ideas. Great scoop and score, young man. Moving so fast, couldn't even see his numbers. Number 15, get that young man a breather. Kabir Knight. Way to be Johnny on the spot, young man, and put your team on top. 6-0. Up the middle, nothing. Red Raiders there. Way to start the second quarter. 2-1-5 extreme. Defensive touchdown. We have a ball game. Raiders ball when we come back. All right, we're back. Good throw to number 1. DeAndre Hennix Jr. on the catch. Raiders trying to move a little bit faster now, I would think so. 7 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in our first half. Trips to the top of the screen. Barner trying to get away. Wow, look at that throw. Sheesh. He took a shot. But that was a heck of a throw. Try to direct his receiver to the open spot. Third and about 4 upcoming. Trips to the bottom of the screen. Over his head. Barner's been running for his life. He just runs out of bounds. Bring up 4th and about 21. Everything going in the wrong direction for the Raiders. Raiders elected to punt. The walk-off. They run through the walk-off. Then probably tell you stop it again. Stop it. Yep. 215 takes over with great field position at their own 41-yard line. I'd like to thank again our great sponsors for the Inner City Classic 2023, FedEx and PepsiCo. Shout out to our founder, Daniel Buggs, and all the great work they continue to do in the city of Atlanta. Tomorrow morning we'll be at Morehouse all day. 6 games on slate, 3 youth football games, 3 high school games. Should be a fun-filled day of football. All right, 1st and 10, 215 Extreme. Twins to the top, twins to the bottom. Good throw, Sally. Whoa! Face mask. Big face mask on top. Sally throws the whole route tree. Is that number 0 by Eric Murphy on the catch? But you add the 15 to that. $15-yard line, well, 15 yards from the spot. It puts you about the 17-yard line. We mark off it from there. Should be 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line of the Raiders. 215 on the move. I like what I've seen from Shane Sally so far. He really can throw the tree. The underneath outs, he really throws that ball well. He can throw the deep ball as well. Coach feels very comfortable sitting in the shotgun. Steps up in the pocket, gets away momentarily, may have made it back to the line of scrimmage. Sally's a nice-sized kid, too. He was very sturdy, not super tall, but good, solid build, can stand in there and play good ball. 5 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in our first half. 215 Extreme on top of the Rare Raiders, 6-0. .215 in the shotgun, 2x2 set seems to be their normal set. Woo! Way to come off the edge, but that underneath out seems to be open. 215, impressed with the coaches identifying the underneath routes and getting the mismatches against the linebackers of the Rare Raiders. Rare Raiders corners, very good. But 215 trying to exploit the mismatches between their slot receivers and the linebackers of the Raiders. 3rd and 6 upcoming. All right. Penalty on the play. Shout out to Avon and our buddy Cameron Worthy down there in the end zone. Supposed to be getting us some footage. 2-by-2 set again. Sally in the shotgun. Flag on the play. Oh, off the hands of his receiver, number 4, Kasim Robinson. Shout out to 215 coach with the flavorful dunks on. Need me a pair of those. 4th and 11 upcoming. 18-yard line. Well, 3rd, I should say. 3rd and 11 from the 18-yard line of the Raiders. 3 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in our first half. Sally drops back, has all kinds of time. Woo! May was right at the line of scrimmage. Overthrew his receiver in the end zone. Three minutes and 38 seconds now remaining in our first half. All right. Sally gets away from one, not the others. Sacked by number 8, Jakari Brantley. Turnover on downs. Drive stalled at the 20-yard line. Rare Raiders take over. 3 minutes remaining in our first half. (13U) contest. Rare Raiders out of Atlanta. Uh-oh. Good run. Casey Barner trying to be the difference maker that he is. First down. Two minutes remaining in our first half. The snap has been a problem today. Good run, number 8. Jakari Brantley. 1 minute, 30 seconds remaining for the Rare Raiders. Trips to the top of your screen. Dimitri Griffin at the very top. Barner in shotgun. Juggles the snap a little bit. Oh! Look at the big fella. Not sure if he was supposed to catch that and the ball's on the ground. Flags everywhere. timeout, Raiders. We'll be right back. I should. All right, we're back. Barnard, look at that throw. Good defense. Good defense, D-back from 215 Extreme. Well, 215 Extreme 13U was said to be their flagship team of that program. 4 national champions under the Twins' belt. Hopefully this year we can get them down to the beach for our 13U national championship. Which would be a great one this year, lining up to look like some great football at 13U. U should be a doozy in Panama City this year. Hopefully we can get Rare Raiders down there and play some football with us as well. 215 Extreme, Texas Warpath, Tri-State Colts, Southeast Chiefs, Mile High Thoroughbreds. Should be great football. False start, 215. Take them back 5. Eight seconds remaining in our first half. Two on 5 Extreme on top. 6-0 right now. But at 13U, man, Tri-State Colts, the winner of our UTNU football playoff Nashville last week and defending national champions. Texas Warpath have been smashing every tournament they went through this preseason. City Life Raptors, the Chain Gang, OTF, shout out to Coach Nate and company, also in that mix with the Southeast Chiefs, Mile High Thoroughbreds, Staten Island Hurricanes, Fayette County Blue Heat. We should have a marvelous time at the beach at 13U this year. All right. In shotgun again. There goes that man again, mama. There goes that man again. Woo! Helmets are flying. And that's your halftime. Great tackle by number 2, Casey Barner. Great run by number 15, Kabir Knight. At this point, MVP of this game with the only touchdown so far. Halftime, 215 Extreme on top, the Rare Raiders, 6-0. We will be right back. back. Okay, and we're back for the start of our third quarter. 13U contest. Rare Raiders out of Atlanta versus 215 Extreme from Philly. The equivalent of the Eagles versus the Falcons right now. And the Raiders are looking like our Falcons in Atlanta. Down 6-0 to the Extreme. Hey, I'm just saying, man. When the Falcons are very disappointing to us around here. I'm just saying, brother. My brother TD up here, he's a Falcons fan, but I mean, he's a freak for punishment, obviously, but there's nothing wrong with that. Shout out to Arthur Blank and the whole Falcons organization. Hope they can put things together this year. Arthur Blank always doing good things in the community. Shout out to him and the Arthur Blank Foundation, helping us connect the dots as well on a couple of events in our past at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, and we appreciate them for that. All right. First down and 10. Barner in shotgun. Handoff. Number 3. Nothing sledding. 215, exactly where they need to be. Number 7, Keon Akbar in that middle as well. I like the defensive line for 215 Extreme. Very disruptive. First time looking at the Raiders up close. Very solid 13U ball club. Probably are missing a couple linemen, pieces up front they may need to make an extremely long run. Referees on the powwow. Hope they figure it out. Flag waved off. 2nd and 8 upcoming for the Raiders. Handoff up the middle. Number 20, Jeremy Gibson, limping off the field after that carry. Eight minutes remaining in our third quarter. 2-by-2 set. 2 to the bottom, 2 to the top. He looks, I'm pushing back a little bit, right? Barner on the keep. Can he get to the edge? Whew, tossed him forward a couple yards for the first down. Barner seems to be the answer for the Raiders offensively. Just haven't been able to sustain a drive. Good plays, good runs periodically, but nothing they've been able to sustain. Their best drive ended in a fumble in the red zone that was returned for a touchdown by number 15, Kabir Knight, in our first half. And that is the game's only score. Defensive battle. 215 trying to get the victory for Philly. Whoa! And another interception. Is that him again? Hey, man, hands down, Johnny on the spot. Is that number 15 Kabir Knight again? If it is, we're about to change that from Kabir Knight to Good Night Irene. Wow. Talk about affecting the ball game from the defensive side of the ball. Kabir Knight doing it. 80-plus yard fumble recovery for the touchdown. Now, interception when his team needed it. Red zone action upcoming. 1st and 10 from the 12 for 215 Extreme. Threatening. Number 3, nowhere to go. Raiders everywhere. Raiders very athletic. Speed all over the place. Four minutes and 58 seconds remaining. Oh, direct snap. It's on the ground. Recovered by the Raiders. Turnovers are the story of this game. Ball security has been an issue for both teams. All right. 3 minutes and 48 seconds remaining in our third quarter. Raiders take over, 1st and 10 from their own 19 after the fumble by 215 Extreme. 215 had a chance to really put a stranglehold on this game if they could have got some points out of that last possession, put them up by 2 touchdowns. Dimitri Griffin is at quarterback right now. Shout out, Meat. Good handoff up the middle. Casey Varner is a load. It cannot be fun tackling that young man all game long. But I see they're going with a different type of look. Dimitri Griffin is a former quarterback, big arm, long, rangy, but a great athlete. So I know he plays other places to help his team. He does play wide receiver as well. Saw him there earlier. Also some running back. Now at quarterback, which gives you better options for Barner. Good throw. Uh-oh. And we are moving. That's what the Raiders are trying to do. Dimitri Griffin can get the ball out of there. He's big enough to stand in the pocket and take the hit as well. And he is an experienced quarterback. Last year was a quarterback. You might have saw him on the network. Played with the William Walker Tigers. Squad. Shout out to Coach G. as always, one of the best coaches, youth football Atlanta. Um, Now Barner at the tailback, Dimitri Griffin at the quarterback. Hand off to Barner. Woo! Way to finish the run. 6 on the carry. Raiders on the move, man. Seem to be this new look offense. It seemed to be working for them. Amassed almost 40 yards, okay, on this drive already. Well, 30, I mean. From the 19 to the 49 very fastly. 58 seconds remaining in our third quarter. Trips to the bottom. Griffin in shotgun. Barner alongside him. Handoff again to Barner. Hey, hard to stop. Went from quarterback to running back. Just like that. Pick up 7. First down. And we are at the 46-yard line of the Extreme. 24 seconds remaining in our third quarter. Looks like we are going to have a heck of a finish here at Lithia Springs High School. Trips to the bottom. Griffin in shotgun, flanked by Barner. Drops back. Good block by Barner. Good throw, Dimitri, on a line. Couldn't be pulled in by the receiver, but a great throw on the run. When we come back, it will be second down. Raiders on the move. Extreme up 6-0. Looks like we're going to have a great fourth quarter finish when we come back. We're back for the start of our fourth quarter. East Coast matchup between the 215 Extreme out of Philly and Atlanta's own Red Raiders. Nine minutes and 40 seconds remaining. Extreme on top, 6-0. Turnovers have been the story of this matchup. Not an offensive touchdown in the game. Only touchdown was a fumble recovery taken to the house. 80-plus yards for Kabir Knight, number 15. Knight also has an interception, although they were not able to get any points out of that. Dimitri Griffin has taken over at quarterback for the Raiders. Barner has moved to tailback. Look at that throw! Woo! On a line. Could not bring it in was Barner. Griffin got a big arm. Always has. Really like the way the Rail Raiders are able to move it around and try to put Barner in different places, but you do have a very serviceable quarterback in Dimitri Griffin who can make the throws and do the things that you need him to do. Good slant pattern off the receiver's hands. Raiders have elected to kick it away. 8 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in our fourth quarter. Big 215 extreme. Well, maybe we have not chosen to punt it away on fourth and fourth and about 18, 19. In your own territory, 7 minutes left in the fourth. Punt it away and play defense. You haven't given up a touchdown all day. This is a long way to go. There goes Barner. If anybody can do it, it's him. And he does. On fourth and forever, picks up 25 yards. Wow. Oh, wow. I wouldn't have called that. But Coach knows something I don't know. I'd never coached Casey Barner. It's like playing Michael Vick in Madden. If you can call it on 4th and 25, 4th and 20 plus, and get it with the quarterback, geez Louise. Can't call it. Hey, that's a special situation, I guess. Trips at the bottom. Barner back at quarterback. Or tailback, should I say. Oh, man. Great run. Timeout 215. We'll be right back. All right, and we're back. Hand out to Christopher Hart. Not much on the carry. Might have been at the original line of scrimmage when his progress was stopped. Brings up 2nd and 10 from the, well, 2nd and 11 from the 20. 6 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. Good throw. Incomplete. Bounced off the turf. Bring up 3rd and 11 from the 20. Rare Raiders have had good field position on certain drives, have been in the red zone, flirted with the red zone, but just can't get into the end zone. Yep, incomplete pass on second down brings up 3rd and 11. Barner to the edge. Can he get there? Around the defensive end, and that is in for the touchdown. 6-6 tie ball game in the 4th. You knew it was just a matter of time before Barner got into the end zone. You can't coach that type of speed. I'm telling you, Barner and Michael Lewis Jr. from St. Louis Elite are two of my favorite athletes in the country at the 13U. Quarterbacks, but just dynamic with the legs and the arm. We saw Barner's arm strength today, although they haven't really done much through the air, but he is definitely controlling the ground. Look at the throw. Overshot his man. He was open on the slant, and we are tied at 6-6. 5 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. We got a ball game. We'll be right back. And we're back. 215 takes over. Pickup of maybe 2 on the carry. All right. Let's see what Coach Sally can come up with. Five minutes and 20 seconds remaining. The pride of Philly right now, 215 Extreme, down here representing 6-6 in a dogfight with the Rare Raiders, who finally got on the board in the 4th quarter. There goes number 15. Kabir Knight, a.k.a. Goodnight Irene. Can he put the finishing touches on this ball game? He has been the big play magnet for 215 all day. Johnny on the spot with the fumble recovery, 80-plus yards for the touchdown. Big interception. Didn't turn out to be points. But I'm telling you, I would get this young man the ball in space, look for creative ways to make some things happen. 4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in our ball game. Again, ball on the ground. Recovered by Extreme. Fourth down. Good situational football by Coach Sally. Way to punt the ball away. Still great field position for the Raiders. Taking over at their own 46-yard line. Let's see what they can put together in 3 minutes and 37 seconds remaining in our ball game. Thank you guys for tuning in United Tykes Network tonight as we bring you this East Coast matchup, North versus South. Philadelphia against Atlanta. This is our second ball game of the evening. In the first contest, UTNU football playoff Nashville champions and last year's national championship game runner-ups Stonecrest Spartans just handled 215 Extreme 12U 36-0. Offensive explosion. It was just a great show. 215, everybody on the ball. Kasim Robertson and others on the tackle. I like 215 on defense, man. Didn't give up a touchdown against one of the most dynamic players in one of the better offenses in the country at 13U. Now with 3 minutes remaining, Dimitri Griffin is at quarterback. That has been their best drives when Griffin has been at quarterback and you're allowed to put Barner in other places. Now with under 3 minutes remaining, they know they're going to have to throw the ball as well as run. But there goes Barner up the middle. Pickup of 6. We'll make it a 3rd and more manageable. 3rd and 7 upcoming. 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. We got to get rolling, though. 3rd and 8, my apologies. Raiders haven't moved with a great pace all evening. It takes them a little longer to get out the huddle, to get the plays called than you would like to see at this stage of the game. Have to be moving with a sense of urgency. Barner going to the bottom of the screen for the mismatch. Hart coming in as the personal protector running back. Griffin back. Good throw, maybe too hard. Off the hands of the receiver. Number 15, Jordan Cologne. All right. Raiders will punt the ball away. 1 minute and 51 seconds remaining. Now, 1 minute and 41 seconds remaining. Timeout. We'll be right back. And we're back. 215 takes over. Sally drops back. Nice throw. Oh! Dropped by the receiver. 215, I like what you're doing, man. Pass was intended for number 3, Nehemiah Costin. I like the drag routes underneath. I like what they're doing. It's creating mismatch with the linebackers. They're dragging across lovely. It's a play I use on Madden a lot. But definitely I'm impressed with the play designs of 215. Has not everything hasn't been executed, but great play designs. Trips underneath again. They're finding the holes. That pass will complete the number 4, Kasim Robinson. 3rd and 6 upcoming. 1:17 and counting. If 215 can make a big play, they will avoid. Good run after the catch. He may be right at the first stop the clock. He may be right at the first down. Timeout 215. 1 yard short. 4th and 1. 59 seconds remaining in our ball game. Interesting here. Interesting play call. 4th and very short. It's not even 1, I would say. Yeah, 4th and about 1, where he spotted the box isn't where they're supposed to be. Oh, they gave him the first down. From what I see. All right. So 215 does get the first down. 59 seconds remaining. Ball at their own 37-yard line. Sally trying to get away. He will not. Sack on the play. Timeout extreme. Bring up 2nd and 22 after the big sack. I think that was number 30, Josiah Woods. Or 32. My fault, I apologize. Dwight Lewis Jr. All right, 45 seconds remaining. 2nd and 22 from their own 25-yard line. 215. Twins to the top, twins to the bottom, 2-by-2 set. Sally in the shotgun. Flings it deep. Oh, overthrown, intended for number 3, Nehemiah Costin. .39 seconds remaining. 3rd and 22. This is dangerous here. 22 yards is a long way to go for a first down. Deep in your own territory. Pray that you can have a mistake-free play. If not, it could turn ugly. 2-by-2 set. There goes Nehemiah Costin. To the edge. Picks up about half of it. Maybe a little more. If he's at the 40-yard line, it'll be 4th and about 8, and they chose to punt. Good call, Coach Sally. Good call, Coach Sally. Walk it off. Rare Raiders will take over at their own 37-yard line. All right. 13 seconds remaining in regulation. Rare Raiders will take over at their own 37-yard line. Great game thus far. Knotted at 6-6. If the Rare Raiders cannot get into the end zone, we will be going to overtime. All right. Referee had discussed with all coaches. All right. Raiders coming out. 6-6 is our score. 13 seconds remaining. Trips to the bottom of your screen for the Raiders. Barner up the middle. Pickup of maybe 6. 5, maybe 6. Timeout Raiders. 4 seconds remaining in our ball game. Four seconds remaining in regulation. So probably be your last play of regulation. Barner in shotgun. Ball over his head, and that will be your end of regulation. We now will go to overtime. As we get prepared for overtime, big game in the city tonight. Langston Hughes has defeated Carrollton. Matchup between Prentice Aaron Nolan Julian Lewis. Langston Hughes finished on top. Final score 39-34. Goal line stance for the victory. Shout out to Langston Hughes and Prentice Air Nolan, his unit getting the victory today. Big football games in the city tomorrow. Lithia Springs versus Stevenson. Stockbridge versus Douglas County. And in the headliner tonight, Dutchtown versus Cedar Grove. Should be a great day of football tomorrow at Morehouse College. Inner City Classic 2023. Thank you all for tuning in with us and being a part of this very special weekend in the city of Atlanta. Tomorrow also will mark the debut of the Conquer Squad organization. 6U, 8U, and 10U in action represent East I-20 against the West I-20. Douglasville and Bill Arp will be representing. All right. Snap. Good run. And it's a touchdown immediately. Raiders were not playing around. Came out here in overtime, scored first play. Two-point conversion try upcoming. Up the middle. No! Great tackle. 12-6. Raiders on top in overtime. Let's see if Coach Sally can dial it up. Yeah, again tomorrow morning. We're starting at 9 a.m. 6U Conquer Squad from the east side of Atlanta against the 6U Douglasville Tiger Cubs, one of the better teams in the country as well. 8U Conquer Squad at 10:15 against defending UTN National Champs Bill Arp Falcons. And finally at 11:30, 10U Conquer Squad versus 10U Douglasville Tiger Cubs for our last youth game of the morning tomorrow on Saturday before we cross over to 3 dynamite high school games. All right. 215 stream now with their chance in overtime. Nothing sledding. Knight tried to get to the outside. Tacklers everywhere. Raiders are now creating a tough situation. First down in overtime is very important. You're starting from the 10-yard line. They stopped this forward progress at about the 13, so you lost 3 yards on that play. Wasn't as bad as it looked, but still, now you're in a second and long situation, which is basically second and a long goal. So second and 13 from your own 13. Extreme hasn't had an offensive touchdown all day. Uh-oh, to the edge. Good tackle in space. Like Rare Raiders, little defensive backs, man. Those guys are feisty. They're not going to let you get anything off easy. Pickup of maybe 5. Bring up 3rd and 8. 2 plays, 8 yards to get to the end zone to tie this game for 215. Or Rare Raiders will be your Inner City Classic champions. Oh, that got to be an encroachment. Oh, man, that's going to hurt you. That's going to hurt you. 3rd and 8. Now it's 3rd and 3. Janarius Barner. 3rd and 3 upcoming for the Extreme. Encroachment again. Half the distance to the goal line. All right. 3rd and goal from the 2. Can the Extreme punch it in and tie this ball game? Touchdown! Extreme! 12-12. Can they get the conversion try, or is double OT on the horizon? Oh, wow. We got a very spirited crowd out here this evening for our first night kickoff of the Inner City Classic 2023. Couldn't ask for a better second game. Overtime knotted at 12-12. 215 Extreme, the pride of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Atlanta's own Rare Raiders, top 10 team in the country. Looking to see how this thing pans out in these last few seconds. Can 215 punch it in for the victory in overtime, or will we be looking at double overtime? Here we go. Let's see if Coach Sally can dial it up. Uh-oh. Can he make it? He's in there. No, the ref said he's not in there. What? He didn't make it? I thought he stretched the ball out and crossed the goal, across the plane as well. Woo, that is a tough one. Looked like he got in there on that second effort to reach in there. But the referee said he was short. And we are looking at a second overtime. Whew, this has been a ball game. Sally in the shotgun. Throws it underneath. Misfires. All right. Sally drops back. Underneath. Good catch. Number 3. Nehemiah Costin. Third down and 7 upcoming. Uh-oh. Good move. First down. All right, first and goal. Number 15, Kabir Knight checking into the game. First and goal from the 5 from 215. Up the middle. Good run. Determined young man right there. 215, man. Do not be denied right now. I think they want this victory. Second and goal from the 1 upcoming. My partner TD up here in the booth going through it over here on the clock. He's got a game early tomorrow morning that he's over here thinking about. But I'm sure he'll be there bright and early, and his unit will be ready to play ball the C Squad way. All right. Second and goal from the 1. I never understood the shotgun from the 1-yard line, but there he goes. Kabir Knight into the end zone. 18-12 on top. All right. Conversion try upcoming. Extreme on top, 18-12. To the edge. No. Good tackle by Barner. Uh-oh. Incomplete. This could be tough for the Raiders. Down 18-12. Our second overtime period. I don't think my partners up here in the booth could make it to a third overtime, but hey, man. God willing, we'll be out of here in ample time, man. Because reminder, tomorrow morning we will be on air starting at 9 a.m. coming to you live from Morehouse in the heart of the city of Atlanta. Inner City Classic 2023 continues. Barner, woo, good tackle. Pickup of maybe 3. Bring up 3rd and 7. Trips to the bottom on the screen. Barner and Brantley in the backfield. To Barner. He cuts up the middle. Wow. Back in the end zone again. Barner unstoppable, man. Dynamic athlete, man. Just pull it down and go. Tough to tackle. 18-18 right now. Raiders with a chance to seal the deal. 2 yards away from victory. If not, we will be going to an epic third overtime. All right. Again, Barner and Brantley, trips to the top. Looks like a heck of a mismatch up there. Will he throw it or will he run it? Can he get to the edge? He tosses it. Oh, and it's caught. Tip drill. Touchdown, Raiders, and that is your ball game. Heck of a finish. 20-18. The thrill of victory, the agony of defeat. Wow. What a way to end our first night of the Inner City Classic. Double overtime. Raiders tip drill, 2-point conversion, 20-18. They have won our second contest of the evening. We will see you guys tomorrow morning live from Morehouse. It has been a treat as always. Get home safe.